Okay, so yesterday we looked at where chords and secants and tangents intersected each other, and we found the segment lengths, right? Today we're going to be finding angles instead of segment lengths. So, look up please. Do you agree I have two secants right here intersecting? Yeah. Where is their intersection? Inside the circle. Do y'all agree? Yeah. So everybody underline the word inside. If two lines intersect inside the circle and it's not a central angle or inscribed angle, do y'all agree this is not at the center? It's not inscribed? Then I am going to use the following formula. To find x, I'm going to do the big arc plus the small arc divided by 2. Write that down, please. Big arc plus the small arc divided by 2. Now, the big arc and the small arc are the arcs in between the two lines that are vertical. They're not going to be the same value, but that are vertical to that angle. So this is my big arc. This is my small arc. The big arc is the one that has the bigger number, right? A couple different things about this. It does not matter which one you actually write first because you're adding, it'll be the same number. Okay? Yes.
Just like big arc, like the biggest one?
Yeah. Well, no, like the one, you'll see what I mean in a second. So everybody turn your paper over. We're going to do the top 3 problems. So everybody, the intersection point, I'm going to put a dot there. Is it intersecting inside or outside? Inside. So what's my big arc here? 205. What's my small arc? 37. So I'm going to write x equals 205 plus 37 divided by 2. And then use Desmos. What's 205 plus 37? Divided by 2? 121 degrees is my answer. Angles and arcs are always degrees. That's it. Now, that's the easiest it gets, but it doesn't get super a lot more difficult. I want you to look at example. Can I move on? Yeah. Look at example 2. What's different about example 2? I'm giving you the angle. So this time, 64 equals, what is my big arc? What's my small arc? Divided by 2, and so we'll put x. So we are going to solve. I personally am always going to get rid of fractions first because I do not like fractions. So I am going to multiply by 2, and what you do to one side, you do to the other. Now, y'all, you don't actually do anything with this 2, it just cancels it out. What is 64 times 2? 128 equals 118 plus x. I gotta just subtract from both sides. And x equals 10 degrees is my answer.
Do you throw in like equations and there's like x plus 6?
Just look at the next example. Okay, so was that super difficult? No. Was it as easy as the first one? Not quite, but was it super difficult? No. This next one is as difficult as it gets, but if you do the formula, nothing changes. Does it intersect inside or outside? What is my angle here? Equals, what's my big arc?
I don't know.
Does it matter though? No, because you're just adding, so it doesn't really matter. 8x plus 11 plus 9x minus 7 divided by 2.
So do we multiply first?
So personally, I don't like fractions. I'm always going to get rid of the fraction first. So I'm going to multiply by 2. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. This right here needs to distribute to both of them. So 16x plus 12. Are you okay with me combining like terms at the same time? What is 8x plus 9x?
17x.
And 11 minus 7? Was this really that difficult?
No.
I know that the equations and the x's intimidate you, and maybe some of you it's difficult for sure, but it's not as scary as you think.
It's not scarier than like the beginning of the scene.
Right.
That's all I got.
Okay, I got X.
And it didn't even ask you to plug in, did it?
No.
Now, I need everybody to finish writing, and then I need you to look up so that I know you're ready.
You said it's the hardest that gets.
Almost. I'm about to show you the hardest it gets.
Why do you say it?
Well, hold on. I just want to show you an example on your homework.
Is it going to be plugging in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Look up. Now, on your homework, I might ask you, what is angle BAC? How would you find angle BAC?
You use A and
You plug it in. What is 8 times 8?
64.
Plus 6?
70.
So then you would write 70 degrees.
Okay.
Hold on. But your homework might also ask, what is CAD? How can you find CAD right here?
Minus 180 from 70.
Do y'all agree these two angles together equal 180?
Yeah.
Subtract from 180, that's it.
Wait, miss, what about FAD? Would it just be the same equation?
FAD, these are vertical angles, they're the same. Now, hold on, real quick. You would not be able to figure out arc, I'm never going to ask you find arc BF and CD. You can't figure it out using this. So that's as much as I can ask you. Y'all, that's as hard as this gets. What questions can I answer? Because although we're here sitting here saying, oh, that's easy, that's okay. What questions can I answer?
I have that.
We're okay? Okay, turn over. That was inside. Now guess what we're going to do? Do you see how we have secants and tangents and they are intersecting outside now? Yesterday we did this by adding and multiplying by the outside. Adding and multiplying by the outside, right? But that was for the segment lengths. Now I want to know about the angles. Well, for outside, to find x, you are going to do the big arc minus the small arc divided by 2. Can you memorize these two equations?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Big arc minus the small arc divided by 2.
So this time it does matter.
So this time it does matter. You absolutely have to pay attention to which one's the bigger one. And it's going to be pretty obvious. Okay? Your big arc is always going to be, because it's kind of like a scope, your big arc is always going to be this outside one. Those are always going to be the big arcs. And the little arc is always going to be the inside one. Okay?
So
Can I flip it over?
What about, oh, okay.
Yeah, always.
I was going to say what about number 3?
Always. Yep, same thing. Okay. Has everybody flipped over to number 4? What is my big arc here?
178.
No.
No, it's the one across from the...
It has to be the one in between the two lines.
Wait, so wouldn't it be... Wait, if that one's 36 and that one's 128, so you add those two to get the big one.
So I'm going to add, what is 36 plus 178?
Yeah,
214?
No. Oh, yeah, it is.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And then subtract from 360.
146.
146 is my big arc.
Wait,
I guess.
but that's not the bigger arc, is it?
That's the big arc. Because again, you're looking at the arc between the two. Between the two lines. So my big arc between the two lines. So x is going to equal the big arc is 146. What's the little arc between the two lines? 36. Divide by 2.
Oh,
What's-
I thought 128 would be the arc.
What?
I mean 178. I thought
Yeah, but do you see how that's not even between the two lines?
Yeah.
So we don't even really care about that. That just helped us find this.
okay.
It is 55, because 146 minus 36 is 110, divided by 2. And don't forget your degree sign.
Oh, I forgot my degrees.
Okay. What questions can I answer? You still with me in the back? Okay, example 5, big arc. What is it?
180
82 minus 360 minus 82.
Yeah.
What is 360 minus 82?
I don't even know if you can do.
I can.
That's 278.
278 is the big arc, minus the little arc, divided by 2. 278 minus 82,
190 over 2. Wait, that's wrong.
not 190, 196. What do we get, y'all?
98.
I heard 98.
I don't get that.
So it's 98 degrees. What questions do I have?
Say who better walk in the house.
Yes.
Does it get harder?
Look down. Look down.
You have you are getting Desmos on your test. Yep. All right, last one. You want to try it on your own?
Yeah. Yes.
Try it on your own. Your angle equals the big arc minus the little arc. Go.
Minus 60. Over 3. This is not actually do this. 3 minus 7. Please we get that.
I got it, miss. I got it.
Miss, I don't think I did it right.
Miss.
Is this your starting equation?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you subtract them?
Yes.
No,
I timed them by 2
Yeah.
first.
So I have my angle, 5x minus 10, equals my big arc was 13x plus 7, minus my little arc is 60. Does that, and then you divide it by 2. What do I do first?
Times by 2.
I'm going to multiply by 2, which cancels out those.
This can be a fraction.
We should not get a fraction. So look up and just check your work with me. Don't erase, look up. Did you get 10x minus 20?
Yes.
And then I'm going to combine my like terms. I get 13x minus 53. You got that?
Yeah.
I'm going to move 10 to the other side.
Yeah.
Add 53 to both sides. That gives me 33 equals 3x.
11.
Yeah. Miss, I accidentally thought the 20 was a positive, so I had to.
That makes sense though?
And it's the hardest.
So x equals 11.
Hardest is gonna be is just plug in.
Correct. And then I might ask you, plug in, what is arc RB? Or something like that.
55 on
Okay? What? Yeah, it's x, so you don't have to necessarily, because there's no, yeah, like, it's x isn't the angle in this case. Correct. Like, we're over here, do you see how x is the angle? Then I put the degrees. But, like, it's part of an equation, that's it. Okay.
Are we good for
What? Yes, so, no. So, hold on, a couple different things I need everybody to look up. Number 1, can I change this?
I suppose.
Okay, number 1. Your homework tonight is in Schoology. It is 13 problems. Hold on. And you're going to have to show work. I am going to require today you draw the picture and show work. Draw the picture, show work. Now, look up. I just want to show you some examples. Beautiful. Drew the picture, showed work, highlighted the answers. Love it. This is yesterday's homework. Beautiful. Wrote the like this one is yesterday's homework, so I'm just showing you some examples. Number 3, this is yesterday's homework. I didn't require a picture. Wrote the number, box the answer. Everything's organized. Beautiful. Wrote the number, box the answer. They even started highlighting. Love it. They boxed each of them. Beautiful. What is this? Where's the answer? I can find 3. I can find. Where's number 4? I don't even see number 4 anywhere. There's 5.
I see number 6.
I see 6. But like, is this beautiful? Does this make me as a teacher easy to grade?
No.
Don't make my life difficult. Same thing here. This one's not bad. I can see 4. I can see 5. I can see 6. Do I see an answer for all of these though? I don't really know. This one. Do you see each number with an answer? Beautiful. Do you see each number with an answer? Yes. Each number with an answer. So this is our last period. So, but either way, I just want to show you some examples. There are 13. Hold on. Shh. There are 13 problems. Organize them nice and neat. You have the front and the back of the page. There's no reason to try to cram all 13 on the front. So where this picture's tiny and all your work is tiny, and I'm sitting there like, what? All right. Now, yesterday's was on page 65, segments inside and outside. Today is on 66, angles inside and outside. I know you're super excited for tomorrow. You have 44, 54, you have 22 minutes to start homework. You should be able to get at least 5 done. All right? I'm opening it up now. It's due when you walk in tomorrow.